Did you know that there are a series of vitamins that can prevent proteinuria and quickly reduce creatinine levels? In this video about 5 vitamins stops proteinuria quick and lowers creatinine level, we will explore these vitamins along with how they work to provide detailed information and scientific evidence so you can better understand how they can improve your health. Curiosity comes from discovering natural and easy-to-implement solutions for controlling proteinuria and lowering creatinine levels, and we will provide you with all the necessary information to start applying them right away. By watching this video, you will gain a better understanding of the impact of these vitamins on your kidney health and realize their great potential in improving your quality of life. Imagine a life no longer limited by kidney issues, and that can be a reality for you. Watch this entire video because through each part, we will share tips that you may not have known before. Don't miss the chance to improve your health right now. 1. Vitamin D. In the realm of kidney health, vitamin D plays a pivotal role, serving as a vital component in maintaining optimal kidney function. Its significance stems from the fact that the kidneys are responsible for activating vitamin D, thereby rendering it usable by the body. However, this also means that up to 84.7% of kidney disease patients have low levels of this vitamin, and this is bad. This is a cause for proteinuria. This is also why supplementing this vitamin in its prescription form may result in a very fast improvement in proteinuria levels. Reputable organizations such as the National Institutes of Health, NIH, and the World Health Organization have highlighted the importance of vitamin D for overall health, particularly in relation to kidney function. But how effective is it? In a recent placebo-controlled trial, kidney disease patients who were administered 2 micrograms of paracalcitol were able to see a huge drop in proteinuria levels, 34%, after a very short amount of time. Paracalcitol is a vitamin D analog that your doctor is supposed to prescribe you. Right, this is not the same as the vitamin D you can buy from the supermarket store. And a different review of studies also stated that taking vitamin D analogs such as paracalcitol can produce a significant reduction of proteinuria, confirming that you need the special vitamin. In addition to striving to increase consumption of vitamin D-rich foods such as salmon, fortified milk, and egg yolks, supplementing with vitamin D is also particularly important for individuals at risk of deficiency or inadequate levels of this vitamin from food sources. Common reasons for vitamin D deficiency include limited exposure to sunlight, use of sunscreen, aging, living in geographic regions with minimal sunlight, or harsh weather conditions. For these cases, supplementing with vitamin D through medications or dietary supplements may be an effective method to ensure adequate supply of the necessary vitamin D for the body. For adults, including both men and women, the recommended daily allowance, RDA, for vitamin D varies depending on age and individual needs, typically ranging from 600 to 800 international units, IU, per day. However, it should be noted that self-administering vitamin D supplements should be adjusted under the guidance of a physician or nutritionist to avoid the risk of unwanted side effects. 2. Omega-3 fatty acids. Just like vitamin D, this is another essential nutrient your body cannot produce. Your body will suffer symptoms if the levels of this nutrient are too low. While you can get some omega-3s in your diet from foods such as walnuts, chia seeds, and other nuts and seeds, you still want to take a good omega-3 supplement. Why, you may ask? Because the conversion of alpha-linolenic acid, ALA, the form of omega-3s you get from plant-based foods, into the form the human body can actually use, which is EPA and DHA, is not efficient. This can even put you at risk for a nutrient deficiency, which in turn may cause kidney damage and proteinuria. Any deficiency in an essential nutrient causes symptoms, sometimes endangering your kidneys. So, start taking a good omega-3 supplement if you aren't already. But what does this have to do with proteinuria, you may ask? Well, science tells us that omega-3 fatty acid supplementation is associated with a significantly reduced risk of end-stage renal disease and delays the progression of this disease. This was proven by a large review of studies that included 444 kidney disease sufferers. Researchers also pointed out that supplementing omega-3s was associated with a lower risk of proteinuria. I always recommend keeping supplement use to a minimum, but omega-3s should be on your shortlist. A dose of 1,000 mg a day of combined EPA and DHA is a good starting point for anyone, with higher doses reserved for the treatment of specific conditions. Taking 1,000 mg of omega-3s per day is probably the easiest step to take to address a complex condition like proteinuria. If you find this information useful, consider sharing this video with a friend and giving it a like. 3. Protein intake. Absolutely, it's crucial. I mean, less protein, right? But hold on, let's dive into the complexity of it all. Limiting protein intake isn't just a suggestion, it's backed by solid scientific evidence. It's a key strategy to not only slow down but even reverse the decline of GFR. And here's the kicker, cutting back on protein also has a significant impact on proteinuria. It's clear as day, you can't expect to boost kidney function without tackling your proteinuria levels. Now, here's the twist, reducing protein intake doesn't directly correlate with less protein in your urine. It's more about the health of your kidneys than your diet alone. But fear not, opting for a low-protein diet can ease the burden on your kidneys, slowing down the progression of kidney disease and shielding them from further harm. So, when you get your blood test results, don't be surprised if you see an improvement in your proteinuria levels. This isn't just small talk, the low-protein diet is a big deal when it comes to safeguarding the health of your kidneys. 4. Reducing phosphorus intake. It's like the next big thing in the fight against kidney disease. You know how we always hear about cutting back on protein? Well, turns out, keeping an eye on your phosphorus intake is just as crucial. See, a lot of foods that are high in protein are also loaded with phosphorus. That's why folks with chronic kidney disease have to be careful with stuff like meat, fish, dairy, and processed foods. They're packed with both protein and phosphorus. And here's the kicker, too much phosphorus can be really tough on your kidneys, almost like poison. But here's some good news. By dialing down your phosphorus intake, you might actually be able to slow down or even reverse some kidney issues. So, if you're aiming for better kidney function, it's all about keeping an eye on that phosphorus intake. But hold on tight, because we're not done yet. There's one more thing we've got to talk about, the most important one. So, what could possibly top reducing protein and phosphorus? 5. Taking care of the cause of the damage. Alright, let's dive into number 5 on our list, taking care of the cause of the damage. Guys, proteinuria isn't just a number, it's a red flag for kidney damage. If you're serious about improvement, you've got to tackle the root of the problem. Sure, you can follow all the diet plans, pop all the vitamins and supplements, but if you've got something like diabetes running wild, it's going to wreak havoc on your kidneys no matter what. But here's the kicker, get those blood pressure and sugar levels under control, and you might just see a miraculous turnaround in your kidney function and proteinuria levels. Curious to learn more about how to make it happen? Check out my video in the description, it's full of tips and tricks. That's a wrap for today, folks. Thanks for tuning in. God bless you all. Catch you later.